last school year, we started with the backpack program through the United Way, and it has been such a blessing for our school and for our students. At Rustburg Elementary, currently we have over 65% of our students receiving free and reduced lunch. That equates to over 300 students that are eligible for the free and reduced lunch program. And when we were approached about the backpack program, it was really an answered prayer for us, because we had seen so many of our students coming in on Monday mornings hungry. They could hardly wait for breakfast to be served, because they really had missed out on the meals that we serve during the school week. We give them breakfast and lunch, of course, but then on weekends they don't have that. And so when the backpack program was started here, it was a wonderful thing for our students. And one of my favorite stories that every time I think about the backpack program and the wonderful contribution it's making to our school community is, I think about the story about one little fellow that came up to me one Friday afternoon, and I was out in the building saying goodbye to the children for the weekend, and he marches up to me and he has his backpack, and I recognize it as one of the backpacks full of food. He has it on his back, and he starts a conversation with me, and in that conversation he mentions how happy he is that it's Friday. And immediately I think and I say, oh yeah, Friday's great, end of the school week, you get to go home and have some fun over the weekend. And he stopped me and he's like, well yeah, that's all okay, but that's not why I like Friday. And I'm like, well then, what is it about Friday that you like so much? And he pointed to the backpack and he said, I like Fridays because I get this. And he says, this is a backpack full of food, and I get to take it home every weekend. And that means that I have something at home to eat over the weekend. And I cannot wait until I get home and I can open it up and I can see what's in that backpack. And the look on his face really did remind me a lot of what a child on Christmas morning looks like. He was that excited about knowing that he was going to have food over the weekend at his home. And I thought to myself, if anyone ever doubts whether or not this is a worthwhile program, they just need to think about that little boy and how excited he was to be able to take home food. In my opinion, no child should ever have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. So I'm very grateful for the United Way and all of their efforts. I know it takes a lot of funding and it takes a lot of work, especially for my volunteers, to make this program work, but it's so worth it.